Preparing yourself for a bankruptcy procedure. Bankruptcy is an aggressive financial process through which unsecured entities or individuals who cannot pay back debts can seek legal protection from any or all of the debts they have incurred. In most countries, the first step in filing for bankruptcy is initiated by the individual or entity declaring that it has lost its ability to pay back debts. The court will then appoint a trustee to administer your debt, which is also known as a liquidator. In many cases, there will be several steps involved in the bankruptcy proceedings. First, the court will conduct a preliminary investigation and decide whether you are eligible for a bankruptcy proceeding. This may involve looking into the possibility that you are unable to repay your debts, or are only partially liable for the debts, or is the creditor in itself bankrupt. If the court decides on the first two possibilities, it will require an explanation to the court as to why you have been unable to make payments. Once your eligibility has been confirmed, the bankruptcy petition will then be filed by you. The next step in this procedure is known as an application for bankruptcy. This involves preparing the application, submitting it to the court, waiting for the court's decision, and if the court grants the request, the application is placed before the court for it to determine if it can grant a bankruptcy petition. After a bankruptcy petition is filed, the court will then determine if it can grant you a bankruptcy. If the court decides it cannot, it will refer you to another agency to help you file an application. Bankruptcy may also be filed by a government agency such as the Federal Trade Commission. You must be aware though that government agencies are required to perform a thorough investigation and verify your debt to determine if it should be considered for bankruptcy. This may take longer than a private organization since government agencies need to gather information that a private organization will not. The purpose of a bankruptcy proceeding is to provide the individual or entity seeking bankruptcy with an effective way to pay off all debts and begin rebuilding their financial future. In many cases, the process of filing for bankruptcy is followed by a plan in which the individual or entity can repay their debts without further incurring more debts. Proceedings for bankruptcy are very expensive. Therefore, it is always best to speak with an attorney as soon as possible after the filing of your bankruptcy petition. Attorney-based bankruptcy help may also cover other matters besides filing for bankruptcy, such as hiring an attorney to negotiate the sale or exchange of assets between you and your creditors. An attorney may also be asked to assist in a Chapter 13 liquidation process to save your home or sell your vehicle. There are many things that an attorney will be able to tell you if bankruptcy proceedings are being pursued. These include any legal loopholes or limitations in your current repayment plan, any financial hardship you may have faced, your monthly payments in past months, your past due accounts, and any assets that may have been seized during the bankruptcy proceeding. Also, an attorney will be able to offer guidance as to how to handle your creditors after the filing of the bankruptcy petition. One of the most important factors in your bankruptcy is the amount of debt you have, so it is important to speak with your bankruptcy attorney about this. The attorney will be able to give you a good idea as to how much your debts will be reduced and at what rate. Another aspect is how long will the process take. As mentioned earlier, a private agency can take anywhere from 6 months to several years, but many people find it easier to complete a bankruptcy in less time. The sooner the filing date, the sooner your financial problems will be resolved. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video for more about how to live debt-free.